All right, good afternoon from Macomb City Hall. This is Mayor Mike Inman with a COVID-19 update for it's Thursday, the 13th of August. So just a few short days from now, we'll be having students from Western Illinois University and back in the community. We're anxious to have them back. But in the meantime, we want to give you an update of where we're at on the COVID-19 situation here in Macomb and McDonough County. So as of this afternoon, the McDonough County Health Department is reporting a total of 150 cases that have been reported ongoing count. There are currently 18 active cases in McDonough County. So as we move forward, as we've said so many times, the wearing of face masks, social distancing, cleansing of hands, vitally important. And we mentioned it last time we were together, this doubling down, concerted effort across the board, everybody's on board, wearing face coverings is so vitally important. So as we mentioned a few minutes ago, Western Illinois University, for example, has announced their plan for resuming activities on campus, the welcoming back of students into our community beginning next week. As a part of that overall plan to deal with those issues that have to do with coronavirus and the interaction of students coming back to campus, the university has a broad plan, but one of the components of the plan is that they'll have on-site testing available on campus, primarily for students and faculty, but community members are also going to be encouraged to take advantage of that, as well as the testing facility that remains active at McDonough District Hospital. So we'll get more information as it becomes available for the testing site on campus. That's going to be run by the Illinois Department of Public Health. But in the meantime, we want to remind everybody that the testing site at McDonough District Hospital is up, it's available, it's running. Again, reminding you don't have to have any symptoms, you don't have to have a doctor's note, you don't really need anything more than a willingness to be tested. Those dates and, those hours of operation and a contact phone number appearing on your screen now for the McDonough District Hospital testing location. So we should, again, be sharing with everybody within your sphere of influence the importance of wearing masks. You'll be seeing some more grassroots efforts coming out in the next few days. The McDonough County Community Quality of Life Committee met last week. That's a committee of local leaders, a broad group of leaders, covers the entire county. Their emphasis is on the quality of life here in McDonough County. This is an important issue for them. I think you should be looking for a resolution to be coming from them, encouraging community members to buy into and participate in all these activities was described using face covering, social distancing, and hand washing, because they believe that it's the right thing that we should be doing as a community, for ourselves individually and for the greater community as a whole. Some other information I would like to share with you today. It's kind of related. We've been talking about some components of what I'm about to share with you since the onset of the pandemic. For example, there was an opportunity early in the pandemic for businesses, one of several programs offered by the state of Illinois and sometimes in conjunction with the federal government to support local businesses. One of those programs was called the BIG program, Business Interrupted Grant Program. The governor announced within the last day that they released $46 million statewide, and that 2 local businesses here were recipients of those grant dollars. $10,000 went to Cassidy's martial arts studio located on West Jackson here in Macomb, and $20,000 went to the International Sandwich Shop located on West Adams in Macomb. Again, the goal behind that program was to offset significant losses by businesses that they had to apply. They were given opportunities to apply. So we congratulate and are grateful for the International Sandwich Shop being an awardee of those grants monies, and then Cassidy's martial arts studio here also being an awardee of those grant funds. So we wish them good luck and best wishes as they take those dollars and reinvest them in their businesses and sustain those businesses as they've been impacted in a negative way. Some other things we want to share with you. We are in the concluding days of the citywide pickup, and as we suggested to you that that would happen, it has, but what city staff and are noticing as they go around the community, that several items that were not eligible for pickup remain at curbside. Some of those being electronics, white goods, and other items. So what we had asked you to do was check the website. Obviously some folks weren't able to do that, and some of the items that remain at curbside will need to be taken care of by the individual property owner who set them out there. So again, electronics can be disposed of at the Tri-County Waste Recycling location located in the 100 block of the West Jackson. It's in along with the regional office of, the West Illinois Regional Council, which is located in the former Modern Home building. So you can take your electronic goods there, you can take your paints there for recycling. Any other items, large white goods, things like that. If you're not sure what to do with those, there's information on the city's website about how you can dispose of those properly, or you can contact Waste Management and they'd be happy to give you some guidance. So again, if there's anything remaining at your curb after the pickup crews have went by, there's a reason for that, and you'll need to make sure that those items are disposed of. That's the homeowner's responsibility. The other thing I want to make you aware of, we've talked about the census consistently over the last year. We're getting into the final phases of the census. For those of you that have not had a chance to complete the census online, we'd still encourage you to do that. But more importantly, we want to let you know that there are Census Bureau enumerators actively working in Macomb right now. Last night, for example, I was driving around the community and noticed several Census Bureau folks, enumerators, engaging the public in several neighborhoods. So the likelihood that if you haven't completed the census, you're going to be getting a knock on your door from someone from the Census Bureau. They're official. They should have credentials to verify that. If you've got any questions, they should be able to prove to you that they are actually members of the Census Bureau team, and they'll be employing all the social distancing criteria that we've encouraged you to engage in. So they'll not be coming in your house. They'll be maintaining 6 feet distance minimum between you and them as they ask you the questions for the census survey, and they'll be wearing face coverings. So, and again, they last night I saw them in several different neighborhoods actively in the community. It's probably between 5 and 7 o'clock last night. So don't be alarmed. That's legitimate. But at the end of the day, if they cannot prove their identity, please feel free to call the police and have them verify that if there's any issues. But we just want to let you know those folks are out there. Again, the mantra of the day is school is starting, school is starting, school is starting. And it is going to be up to us as a community to ensure the safety of our students and the rest of the entire community. And that starts with wearing face coverings, washing your hands, and social distancing. We want to thank you for those of you that have committed to that from the beginning. We want to continue to encourage you, those of you that are still having difficulty making that part of your routine. We want to say thanks for starting and continue the good work. And for those of you that are still skeptical, please think of the big picture here, and we want the entire community to be as safe as possible. So until next time, thank you.